Hey, Ken. I just came back from the hospital. I finally found out what caused my nausea.
Yeah, so what was it?
Apparently, I'm pregnant.
You serious? This isn't some prank, is it? Wow, congratulations!
You seem pretty elated. Are you really happy that I'm having a kid?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be? I'm gonna be a dad.
My God, what a relief! I wasn't sure if you'd be angry or thrilled.
Why would you think that?
Well, this past week or so, I haven't been feeling very well. You know, getting sick and all? Whenever I said I felt kind of sick, you'd get kind of irritable. So I figured if you found out I was pregnant, you'd get all snarky about it.
You got me all wrong, Carol. I was ill-tempered because you wouldn't go to the hospital despite feeling sick. That's what I was upset about. That temperament was just a one-time thing.
But you don't know that this condition will continue. I'll most probably feel nauseous a lot in the becoming months.
I know, but I know the reason now, so no problem. Besides, you got some medicine for just that, right?
Yeah, the doctor prescribed some herbs, but it doesn't guarantee that I'll feel better. Maybe a little. When you're pregnant, your hormone balance goes out of whack. Really nothing you can do about it.
Really? That's weird. One girl at the company was working every day until her tummy was pretty big. As I recall, she never took a day off because she felt sick, like you.
Well, everyone reacts differently.
Yeah, right. Well, anyway, at least you know what the reason was. It wasn't as if you contracted some illness.
But I am a bit concerned. I hope it doesn't affect my work.
But you've been working from home the past year or so. The company has given you permission and a lot of people have switched to remote work.
Yeah, that's true, but sometimes the nausea gets so bad that I end up sleeping all day.
Don't worry about it. Give it some time and get enough rest and you'll be fine sooner or later. It's not as if being pregnant is some kind of illness.
Yeah, right, but anyways, I'll go to the office tomorrow and discuss with my boss.
Alright, if that's what you want to do. Oh yeah, are you on your way home? Stop by and pick up a cake at Sam's, would you? A little celebration is due.
Yeah, that would be nice. Chocolate, okay?
Of course, you have to have dinner before that. How about steak and lobster? Let's splurge!
Sorry, all that hot frying smell kinda gets to me. More like salad and fruit for me. Maybe some Greek yogurt. I'll stop by the supermarket and pick something up.
Really? The smell bother you that much?
Yeah, not sure what exactly, but I feel nauseous when I smell any kind of fried stuff. Happened ever since I got pregnant.
Alright, whatever. At least get me something solid, not just yogurt. Roast beef sandwich would be nice.
Yeah, alright, I'll pick you up something.
Looking forward to it. See you later. Hey, Carol, you still feeling sick?
Yeah, a bit. Doesn't seem to be all that better.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Could you not throw up when I'm around? Just hearing you retch it makes me feel nauseous.
Sorry about that. It's not if I want to throw up, just so you know.
Yeah, of course I know that, but it just sounds like you're doing it on purpose to irritate me. Like when I'm having dinner, I can hear you in the bathroom coughing it up. Man, I just lose my appetite real fast. Makes me want to puke, to be honest.
I've tried to avoid getting sick around you as much as possible, but I can't turn it on and off like a switch. I wish you wouldn't say that. I'm embarrassed by it too, you know?
At least close the door or try being a little bit more quiet about it. Maybe you could just stay in the bathroom upstairs instead of using the one near the living room?
What, you want me to spend my whole day in the bathroom?
Come on, Carol, put yourself in my shoes. Having to listen to you retching all day long, it really takes a toll. You say the smell of food cooking You say the smell of food cooking triggers your nausea, so I have to do all the cooking.
Right, if you can call slapping ham and cheese on bread cooking. Okay. Anyway, I usually cook when I'm feeling better and leave the fridge.
Oh, that stuff. You really call that cooking? No wonder I'm always making sandwiches. Oh, and the company allowed you to work remote because of your condition. You should be grateful for that. You have it too easy, in my opinion. Do a little work on your PC. Do as little cooking as possible. My stress level has reached its peak.
Why would you even get stressful?
I come home and you're here every day in your housecoat and slippers as if you're some sick patient in the hospital. Now, is that not stressful? Always retching in the bathroom, skimping on your chores, not cooking a proper meal. How can I come home and relax? It's all really exhausting.
A sick patient? Really? I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I'm pregnant, you know? It's not if I want to be like this. I wish you would stop giving me a hard time.
You say you're not feeling well, but then I see you munching on fried potatoes and eating ice cream. What's with that? It just seems like you're just lounging around. I bet you feel just fine and you don't even feel nauseous.
When you're pregnant and feel sick, there are things you crave and other things you just can't stand. As for me, when I eat fried potatoes or ice cream, it settles my stomach and I feel a lot better.
You always have an excuse for everything. Don't want to cook? You say you feel nauseous. A meeting with your office? Oh my, I'm gonna throw up. Always getting your way.
I'm not pretending. How could you say that?
I never thought you were such a lazy person, Carol. Just because you're pregnant, don't think you can get away with anything you want.
Do you really perceive me like that? Do you think I'm really going out of my way to cause trouble for everyone? There are times where I can't help it. One thing's for sure, it's not intentional.
When I'm home, I want you to stay in the bathroom and not come out. Even if you're around, you're not helping, you're just a burden. You start retching if you smell food. How can you even prepare dinner? To be honest, I'm sick of having to eat dinner while listening to you tossing your cookies. So, you want me to Yeah, when you go in there, you're in there forever. May as well just stay there, save me the trouble of going back and forth.
Are you seriously suggesting that?
Yeah, I'm serious. I mean, think about it. Can you eat dinner while your wife is retching right next door? Just thinking about it makes me gag.
It's not as if I'm sitting right next to you and getting sick.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't make it and you get sick in the kitchen. I mean, really, Carol, I can't stand it anymore.
Alright then, if that's what you want. When you get home, I'll move into the bathroom and not come out until after you go to bed. That's what you want, right?
Finally coming to your senses, huh? Now I can finally relax. And when you go to bed, would you mind sleeping somewhere else?
Seriously? Are you saying that I should sleep in the bathroom?
Sleep in the hallway next to the bathroom. That way, if you start feeling sick, you can pop into the bathroom in no time.
You do realize it's the middle of winter, right?
If you sleep in the same room, you'll just wake me up with your retching sounds, and I don't want that. Just use the electric blanket, you'll be fine.
You do realize that I'm carrying your child.
Of course I know that.
I'm really starting to feel grave doubts about you, Ken.
I'm not saying stay there forever, for Pete's sake. I'm just saying until your nausea subsides. I better get back to work. I'll be home about 7 p.m. Be in the bathroom by then. Hey, Carol, have you seen my blue shirt?
I sent that out to the dry cleaners.
What? I was gonna wear that tomorrow.
You're the one who asked me to get it dry cleaned. Besides, it's your day off today. Why don't you go down and pick it up yourself?
Are you kidding me? It's my only day off today. I've been working all week. Can I relax a little? Why do I have to go? Just walk down to the corner and pick it up. It'll be good for you to get out a bit. You're just sitting in the bathroom anyways, right?
Hey Ken, this whole thing, living in the bathroom, treating me like this, don't you think it's kind of abnormal?
Pardon me? How is it abnormal?
We live in the same house. You're sitting in the living room and I'm coped up in the bathroom and we're texting each other online about who's gonna pick up the dry cleaning. That doesn't sound abnormal to you? We don't even talk directly face to face anymore.
Well, that's not my fault. If I even walk by the bathroom, I might hear you retching. I don't want that. Honestly speaking, just using the same bathroom makes me nauseous.
How could you say that? I'm your wife.
But the bathroom stinks to high heaven after you finish throwing up all over the place. The stench just lingers on, you know what I mean?
For your information, I continue to stay in the bathroom after you use it, and I don't just mean peeing. If you're going to say that, there is an extremely foul odor that lingers long after you've done your business.
I can't do anything about that. It's just the way it is. If you're human, you gotta go when you gotta go, right? This is completely different from you blowing your load all day long.
That's how you feel about it, huh? Hey, someone's at the front door. You better answer it. Would you mind answering? Don't tell me you won't because it's your day off.
Very funny. Besides, it's probably just the mailman.
No, I don't think it is.
It's your dad. He's standing right outside. What's he want?
Oh, yeah? What a surprise.
Make it sound like a good thing. Why didn't you tell me he was coming? Did you know he was coming today?
He just called a few minutes ago. I didn't think it would get here so soon. Let him in. Have a talk with him. Make him some coffee or something.
Excuse me, not me. You talk to him. You know I don't get along with your dad.
I can't do that. I'm stuck here in the bathroom. We made a promise that I would stay in here when you're home.
No time for screwing around. He's banging on the door. I gotta let him in. He knows we're home.
I'm not coming out of the bathroom, just so you know. You're just going to have to let him in. Oh yeah, Dad likes the drip coffee, hates the instant stuff. I'm sure you guys have a lot to talk about.
Come on, Carol. I know you're hearing the whole conversation. He's asking where you are. He knows you're here. Come on out for God's sake. I just explained to him that you were feeling sick and that you've been in the bathroom for a while. About time you came out. Come on, Carol, this isn't funny. Don't leave me here all alone with your dad. We got nothing more to talk about. I'm sweating bullets here.
Let's see. What do I do?
Don't give me that... What to do? Crap. Just get your ass out here. Like I said, your dad's here for the last time. Come on out.
I'm sure he stopped by to see how I live day to day, so why not show him? Why do we have to change our normal routine? Let's show him how we live. Just tell him you're having me living in the bathroom until my morning sickness subsides.
Yeah, right. No way I'm doing that.
Pardon me? That means you're making me do something that you didn't want anybody to know. Is that it?
That was not my intention. I was just,
Oh, okay. So nothing to worry about. I'll continue spending my life in the bathroom.
all right already. I'm sorry, Carol. Now, please come out right now.
But if I come out, you might get disgusted with me. I might start feeling nauseous. This sick feeling hasn't gone away. I might just throw up in front of you guys. You sure you want me to come out?
Yes. And I'm sorry. I was being selfish. Please. So, just come out, would you? Your dad looks kind of upset. You know how he gets when he's pissed.
Oh, so you're saying you're sorry because forcing your pregnant wife in the bathroom is not a normal thing to do? Are you admitting to that? By asking me to come out, you're admitting that you did something despicable? That's how I'm seeing it. Am I right?
Yeah. Well, maybe I went a little too far. I admit that.
Alright, I'll come out. But just so you know, I'm telling my dad everything that happened, and I mean everything, from the day I started feeling nauseous and what you said and forced me to do. There's a lot I want to say, too. Maybe this is a good opportunity to let everything out. I think it would be best going on forward.
Come, Carol. I said I was sorry. I truly regret what I did. I wasn't myself. I was all stressed out and all. So, please, come home.
Did you already forget what I said a few days ago? I clearly said I wanted a divorce.
But you're forgetting one important thing. You're pregnant.
Yeah, so what?
Don't tell me you're not going to go through with it.
Of course I am. I'm having this child no matter what.
Then what's this foolish talk of divorce? I'm the father of that child. That child inside you right now. There's no need to get divorced.
All the while I was feeling sick, you were in such a temperamental mood the whole time.
Like I said, you were feeling sick, but you ignored me and didn't go to the hospital. That's why I was upset.
That was before I was found out I was pregnant. When I felt nauseous at home, you got all ill-tempered and cranky.
Anybody would feel uncomfortable if someone nearby is always retching and ready to throw up at any second.
Well, it certainly wasn't on purpose, and I was always careful not to irritate you. How come you weren't able to show more compassion to someone who was feeling unwell? That's what concerns me about you, Ken. Never during my pregnancy did you show any compassion or tenderness towards me. I was in anguish every day, especially when you forced me to stay in the bathroom like some animal. On top of that, you chastised me for my cooking.
Yeah, sorry. You know, guys can't get pregnant. We can't understand how women feel. It's hard for us to put ourselves in your shoes.
You got it backwards. If you feel you don't understand someone's pain, wouldn't you go out of your way to make that person feel better? Especially if the person was your wife. I'm not saying you should go out of your way to be kind to everyone you meet. I don't want you to be considerate just because I'm pregnant. But I really expect my husband and the father of my child to have a little more compassion, that all. It's your child that I'm giving birth to.
Yeah, again. I apologize.
You made me stay in the bathroom and sleep in the cold hallway. That was the last straw. It was such an outrageous thing to force on someone. I couldn't believe there was someone that would actually say such a thing to his own wife. And to think that you married me because you loved me. Did you really love me?
It was just that this girl at work was working until she was well into her pregnancy. Figured you could do it too. It just seemed you were just pretending to feel sick and exaggerating everything.
What merit do I get out of pretending to be sick?
Well, maybe you didn't want to work?
Oh boy, I made a huge mistake in marrying you. I had no idea that you were such a heartless and uncaring person.
Please, Carol, don't be like that. Your dad also bawled me out the other day. I mentioned the incident to colleagues at work and they took your side, said I was the jerk.
Well, at least your coworkers are decent people.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, Carol. I'll make up for my mistakes and take better care of you from now on. So please, let's forget this divorce stuff. When you feel sick again, I'll be sure to be by your side. So I beg of you, Carol.
If you had realized your mistake earlier, things may have turned out differently.
Does that mean you're never going to forgive me?
You forced me to live in the bathroom and sleep in the hallway even though it was winter, with just an electric blanket. After that, I just said screw this. I didn't care what happened anymore. I made up my mind sleeping in that cold hallway when I was going to do it all alone. Bringing up this child myself without you, Ken.
I said I was sorry and I regret what I did. Why can't you accept that?
When you're on the receiving end of such abuse, it's hard to forget. My husband showed no compassion or tenderness towards me when I most needed it. Even if we're going to continue this marriage, do you really think I would forget? I would always wonder if you would do the same thing again. When the baby comes, there will be times where I won't be able to cook or clean at all. After the child is born, there will be times when the child will get sick, even throw up sometimes. Will you banish your child to the bathroom too? When I thought about the future, you were nowhere to be seen. I simply don't need you, Ken.
I'm telling you, I'll change. I'll do the cooking and cleaning. I'll be the best husband in the world. Please! I don't want to hear another world about divorce. Please, give me one more chance. All I did was get a little upset. I regret it now. I can't believe you would get so pissed off about such a trivial matter.
Well, if you think that way, our values are completely different. We were just not meant for each other. If you think this was a trivial matter, well, I'm not going to contradict you, Ken. Think what you like.
Sorry. Maybe that didn't, come out right. That wasn't my true feelings. It was, you know...
I don't know about that. It kind of rings true. No matter what you say, I've already made up my mind. We're finished. On the other hand, don't you think there's a positive side to this too?
Positive side? Are you kidding me? What's positive about any of this? You think I want a divorce? Well, I don't.
You won't ever have to see your sick and feeble wife anymore, and I won't have to worry about your every move, wondering if you're going to chastise me for this or that. I'm free of what now? Don't worry, I'll never show myself in front of you again. We're both stress-free now. That's a positive, don't you agree? After that conversation, he came to my parents' place numerous times asking to reconsider. He even got down on his hands and knees begging them to let him talk to me. I relented and talked to him, but I had no intentions of getting back together with him. My love for him completely evaporated after that incident. As a matter of fact, my feelings towards him were of sub-zero temperatures. I later heard he spread some false rumors about me to his friends and colleagues. but most took it with a grain of salt and felt he had it coming to him. His parents were furious when they got wind of how he treated me, that they refused to see him even when Christmas rolled around. My mother-in-law went through the same thing when she was pregnant with Ken, and to this day, she still has not forgiven her husband, but that was a long time ago. Things were different then. As for Ken, when he gets sick or feels unwell, he relies on others to treat him with care and tenderness. I was confronted by such a scenario a few months after we got divorced. He texted me that he came down with the flu and he needed someone to look after him. That's when I felt 100% sure I made the right decision. I ignored that text and immediately blocked any further correspondence. As for child support, I left that to my lawyer, as I didn't want to deal with him any more than I had to. After a year, the baby was born, a healthy and beautiful boy. Both my parents and my stepfamily were overjoyed to see their first grandson. They sent me countless gifts to celebrate the joyful occasion. Both families live nearby and constantly help out, so it made life a lot easier. My company employs a lot of women, so there is considerable acceptance when it comes to single moms. So, until my son reaches his first year, I will put all my effort into giving him the love and compassion he deserves. I know there will be hard times ahead, but it's the path I chose, and I plan on putting on a brave face and doing the best I can.